Nessa girl, I got the tea. Head of A&R at Trina's Rockstar Music Group accuses Nicki Minaj of being a liar, a cheater, a deceiver, heartbreaker. And I got the exclusive 17-minute interview. Catch these teas. Nessa girl, the block is hot, honey. It is Monday, August 12th, and this is Q coming at you with your Yes God Action News. So on today, I was sitting in my living room on my sofa, minding my business as I always do, scrolling through Instagram when this tea fell in my pot. Reginald Saunders, the head of A&R over at Trina's record label, posted a picture of him seemingly stressed out, and here was the caption. I want to address this issue so bad about the Baps record and the video, and it's taking everything inside of me to remain quiet. This isn't the first time Nicki Minaj has pulled this stunt, and trust me, it's cool. I can't get over how fake people can be for a little fame, likes, and followers. When everyone tried to warn me, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I can't wait to see how all of this is about to play out because you can't stop karma's reign. Shame on you. I mostly feel sorry for the Barbs because they have no clue of the deceiver and the manipulator their leader is. Hashtag I got time today. Hashtag I'm not being quiet. Hashtag my vote goes to Cardi B. So listen, considering the position that Reggie holds in Trina's record label, I was like, wow, this is kind of big that somebody that close to Trina is coming out and speaking, you know, seemingly against Nicki or something that's not seemingly in her favor. So as I scroll through the comments, because y'all know I'm old, I don't necessarily what be going on, knowing what be going on with these teeny poppers from day to day, I started to put bits and pieces together as I scoured the blogs. I'm like, okay, video, they mad. Nicki didn't do the video. I'm reading through the comments and people throwing shade. Where was they supposed to film the video at? In Trina duplex. It's not Nicki Minaj's fault that Trina didn't have no budget for the video. Since when is it the feature artist's job to feature the person's record? You saying Trina, she didn't promote. She had Trina on Queen Radio. She shouted her out. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So I was all confused. Then I saw some other posts, Megan Thee Stallion's name. They kept saying, oh child, you just mad, download Hot Girl Summer. So then I saw that snippets of the new video for Hot Girl Summer with Nicki Minaj and Megan is out or circulating, whatever the case may be. And you know what? Instead of trying to figure out what was going on, I just decided I was going to go to the horse's mouth and get the tea. So here are the cliff notes for those of you who don't have time and don't want to scour or listen to the 17-minute interview. Let me just give you the brief overarching story. So Baps was recorded in 2017 by Nicki Minaj and Trina, and for whatever reason it wasn't released at that time. The album was not finished. When Trina's album dropped, there's been no music video for this. Now we'll find out in the interview from Reggie. He cites that the reason there was no video for Trina and Nicki's song Baps is because Nicki Minaj was unresponsive to their multiple requests of trying to get dates. They also said that Nicki put up issues with them trying to get clearance for the record. She was overall non-responsive and they had to go through Baby to get some of the clearances. But what makes this situation even more deep, Reggie gives us example of some independent situations and circumstances when put all together tell a story. At one point in the interview, Reggie says there was no talk whatsoever of the Megatron track or an album, and all of a sudden on the day that Trina was to release Baps, Nicki releases Megatron. Reggie perceives that as low-key shade. In addition to, Reggie feels a way because he's like, hey, you got a friendship with Trina. You don't even know Megan Thee Stallion that good. Now all of a sudden, Megan Thee Stallion, you repping her, you doing a video, you're posting her stuff all on your page. But when Trina's stuff came out, all you did was posted the promotion on your IG story and it disappeared after 24 hours. yet you got Megan on your main page. Now, some of the bars have jumped in and be like, how can you accuse Nicki of not supporting and promoting Trina when she gave her, you know, her Queen Radio platform? Listen to the interview, you be the judge, then we'll discuss. So I was on Instagram today, minding my business like I always do, and I came across a post of yours that looked at as if there was some tension, something with the video, Nicki, Baps, Trina, and I wanted to report on it, but I wanted to make sure I get the facts. So one of the most important things when you want to report the gossip is to try to get it from the horse's mouth directly. So before I report something inaccurate, what is going on?
Well, you know what? I mean, just to be honest with you, I'm just at a place to where I'm just tired of being quiet.
Okay.
This is not the first time that I have worked with Nicki Minaj as far as putting songs together. The first song that we did was Dang-a-Lang. When we did the Dang-a-Lang record, what happened with that one was that mysteriously Nicki's verse was leaked. Mm-hmm. So by the time it was time for us to really put the song out, it was kind of like dead because the whole world had already heard Nicki's voice, which was supposed to be the kicker, the surprise. You understand what I'm saying? So then it was just like, all right, well, fuck it. You know, we'll just take an L with that or whatever and move forward. Throughout that process, we finally come down to doing the second song. And this song is, Baps. Mm-hmm. Now, in the beginning, Nicki was very corresponding, as far as, like getting the song back to us because she was in Miami. She was in a very dark place at that time. And, just living out here, she, I guess, it was only right to connect with Trina. Mm-hmm. I guess it was only right to just, to link up. And, one thing about it, Trina is a fucking legend at the end of the day. I don't care how many barbs are out there or whatever. Trina has already set her pace, her tone. Like, if there was no Trina, there would be no fat asses. There would be none of this stuff that's going on right now. Mm-hmm. So of course you're going to link up with that. And Trina don't have no problems with nobody. Mm-hmm. So we do the second song or whatever. And then now Nicki, she moves back or whatever. And we trying to put together a great body of work, okay? It's not that we're trying to put a project out just to put it out like what a lot of artists are doing. We put together a great body of work. And Nicki even acknowledged that on her radio show when we went to the radio show, and I'll talk about that too. Mm-hmm. It was more or less like, you put together a lot of amazing artists, and it's not so easy to do that when you're an independent artist. Mm-hmm. Like you had more features, some big, great features on your project that actually labels can't even put together. Mm-hmm. And we made it all happen because we wanted to have a great body of work. So in the correspondence with Nicki then to do the video, Trina was unsuccessful with getting in contact with her. We would text her. Nobody knew where she was. Nicki just fell off the face of the earth. Mm-hmm. In her process of falling off the face of the earth, nobody knew where she was. She was in a hiatus. Whatever it was maybe that she was going through, I know you still got the text from Trina. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And one thing about it, people do what they want to do when they want to do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it too, what I've learned is that people ain't going to never tell you no, but they'll drag the shit out of you. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, it's like, I kind of felt like, because people calling me and they telling me, they like, okay, so I try to keep the shit a secret. I didn't want people to know that Trina did the record with Nicki on the second one, didn't say something, but some people had done got a whiff of it, and they was like, man, listen, she is not about to do that video. And I'm like, well, what you mean? They was like, I know her personally. Like, people in her camp, they all in my ear telling me, oh, she ain't doing shit. Like, she don't even really fuck with Trina like that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I'm like, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I still gave her the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, man, she not like that. Mm-hmm. That's not Nicki. You know what I'm saying? I met her. I remember the first time I met Nicki, I told her, I said, man, listen, I knew you were going to be big. I knew you were going to be big. And you know what she told me? She said, thank you for putting that amazing energy out there. So she knows how I really felt about her. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So long story short, we still trying to get a date for the video. We're not successful with that. We're trying to get a clearance, like all of the clearance Baby had to go ahead and get the song cleared for us, and I thank you so much, baby, for that. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I don't want nobody to think that I'm being bitter, okay? But when you look at the facts of everything, if you're an artist, if you are any artist, I don't give a damn if who you are, doing business and moving forward with any artist, if you don't want to do the video with the artist, then don't do the song.
That was going to be my next question. Why would you do the song and not do the video? Isn't it kind of like a package deal, right?
Her excuse is more or less going to be like, you know, we didn't have a date, or we took too long to do this, or we took too, you know what I mean? So, but she didn't even know that there was all of this other stuff going on, quote unquote. What she said was, I didn't know that all of that stuff was going on. So it's not like we were just taking our time and pussyfooting and not trying to do the project or not trying to push the song, but it was like, this is what happened.
Now let me ask you a question really quickly, because I was scouring through the comments and I saw a lot of people said and are going to ask several questions. Number one, why are you expressing this now? Is it because she's done this video with Megan? And another question. Okay.
Stop right here. I am addressing it because as we sit back and we watch, everybody is watching. Everybody is looking at it. They're hitting me up. They like, damn. Well, tell me why Nicki ain't got the same kind of energy with Trina stuff. Like she posted the album cover on her story. You posted it on your story. Why didn't you post it on your page? You gave 24 hours of promotion for a song that you're on and you're a part of. That was like kind of like sidebar shady shit. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. If I'm wrong in any kind of way, just let me know. Because I'm just saying that you would feel some kind of way if me and you did a song together, Funky Dineva, and then now I put you on my story, but then you know what I'm saying or whatever, and then it's like, then on top of that, you drop Megatron on the same day that the album comes out. You come from out of the woodworks, from out of nowhere where you were, and now you got a date and all of this stuff for the Megatron project. Like so all of this stuff is the things that people don't know that was going on in the back. And of course, you know, I'm not putting the pressure on Trina, but I mean, everybody feels some kind of way. Not and people thinking that oh, you want to use Nicki for clout. No, we wasn't trying to use Nicki for clout. We had a great fucking song. We had a great song to put it out. So it was like, then all of this stuff going on, and it just make you feel like, damn, like I was already warned about this shit, but I still believed it, girl. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and now all of a sudden, now I got like a 50,000 motherfucking barbs hitting up under my page, little kids talking shit, saying all kind of stuff that they don't even know what the hell is going on. Then now they going through, they on my Twitter talking about I'm homophobic. Y'all really don't even know why.
Right. I know that part. They don't know that part, right. So let me ask you a question.
Have a seat with all of that stuff, like have 50 several seats right now.
So just for someone like myself who is just, you know, coming on to a lot of this, what I'm gathering is, taken individually, these things look like little isolated situations, but when you connect all the dots, they tell a story. So case in point, you did the song, but then you didn't do the video. Then you dropped Megatron on the same day that we dropped our song, and then from your perspective, she gave half-ass promotion because you didn't flat out put it on your page. You put it on your story, and it's something that's going to dry up in 24 hours. But here it is, you all rah over here with Megan Thee Stallion. Am I getting this right?
Pretty much. And you know what? I have nothing against them doing the Hot Girl Summer project. Like, but if you really for the girls, like you say you are, if you really for the girls, because let's be clear, Megan hot as fuck right now.
Right.
She hot as fuck. So what did really Megatron do?
So then let me ask you this. What response do you have to the people who say they recorded this song over 2 years ago, and, you know, now you decide to bitch about a video? Why wasn't the video recorded 2 years ago?
Because we never got an answer from her. I just said that. We never got an answer from Nicki. We was unsuccessful with getting the clearance. We was unsuccessful with getting the clearance. We still was fighting for that. See, that's the part that people don't know. So when we clearing everything for the whole album, the whole project, we trying to make sure everything crisp and clean. So now we doing that, then look what happened. Mm-hmm. So to my understanding, I don't even think we even had all of the clearance, even when we just said drop it. We dropping the album. Because then we had to go through Baby and make sure some things got cleared. But again, like I said, it's nothing, no disrespect to nobody. This is just how I feel. I feel like you brought us to the station. You know, you spoke about it just so that you wouldn't feel something, you wouldn't look bad to the people. So people can do exactly what they're doing. They're simply saying, "Oh yeah, what the fuck you think she promoted it on the radio?" We already know we living in a fast-paced fucking society right now. Everything is moving fast. A single is only good for the first day, and then however long you keep pumping it. So if you ain't pumping it and pumping it and pumping it, then guess what? Nobody gives a fuck.
So what would you say to the fans out there or the barbs that say, because I read this comment, oh, so since when is it the feature artist's job to promote the person's record? What would you say to that?
What I'm saying is that her and Trina are cool like she say they are. It shouldn't be an issue. It wasn't an issue. She just met Megan. You just met Megan. It's like about 10 or 15 posts about Hot Girl Summer. And it's all good. It's cool. But what I'm trying to say is that Trina, listen, one thing I could honestly say, Trina works her fucking ass off. And a lot of this shit that she's experiencing right now in this music industry, it's just like, it's really, really fucked up. It's really, 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 really fucked up. She deserves so much more. She deserves so much motherfucking more right now. But, I mean, later on it'll all make sense. But right now, I mean, kudos to Hot Girl Summer, you know, whatever. I mean, we just feel like, you know, we just took a wrong turn right now. Well, I feel that. I'm not even going to say we.
I was just about to ask you. I was like, I know that you can't speak for Trina.
Right.
You can't speak for Trina, but can you share with us if her thoughts and feelings echo yours, or?
I don't know how Trina feels. I know Trina's in a very, very dark place right now. Trina's dealing with a lot. She's dealing with a lot right now. And I mean, like I say, we've been working on this. We've been working on the whole project for like 5 years. So just for people to be saying stuff, oh, y'all took this long to do this video, like we didn't want to do it what was the regular way of what people doing now. We wanted to do it a different kind of way. And the way that we were doing it is that we didn't have to do the video right then and there because we all know things change.
Right.
That change, clothing change.
Right.
We sent Nicki the treatment and everything, but I mean, like, it is what it is.
So is there any truth to Trina didn't have any money and didn't have a budget for a video? Is there any truth to that?
You know what? There is truth to that. It is there's truth to that, and that will later come out too as well. See, that's what people don't know and that they don't understand. So there's something else that is actually speculating with this project too as well. And yeah, that is pretty much the truth. Not that she didn't have the money, but there's something else going on with the project to where money was something.
Okay, so I'm slightly confused here. So what was the issue as to why there wasn't a video? Was it the money, or was it the Nicki Minaj?
No. See, so here's the thing. When we were calling to do the video, the money was there. We knew that we had to make sure that we had Nicki budget to do her video, if that makes any sense. So in all aspect of that was already put to the side. But then later on, something else took part. Just something else took part that will be later discussed, and then it'll start to make a lot of sense, and then you'll understand why Trina's in such a dark place right now. Okay,
but whatever it was that took place and took those funds, independent of that, Nicki still had not responded to you guys. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
So the money not being there, as far as you're concerned, has nothing to do with it because Nicki still wasn't responding, according to you. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I mean, just go look at Nicki's page right now. When you go look at it, it's like when you hear Nicki talks and she say, I love Trina, Trina died, Trina. But when you go look at that page, from that day that we went and we did that show, there's no picture of Trina on that page. When we left from the show, but there's a picture of Black China on that page. There's a picture of everybody else on that page. Then on top of that, after that, it's just like, is it real though? Is this, like, we all hear it a lot of times that, you know, it's the music industry or the industry is just so fake, so this, so that, so that. And it's just like, I'm not cut from that cloth. Like, I'm not no fake kind of person. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you, period. I'm not going to pretend that I fuck with you just to get something from you or whatever it is. And then, you know, maybe Nicki has her reasons. Maybe she has her reasons for the things that she's done. And I'm not doubting that either. It could be. But what I'm saying is that I would have just preferred you to
communicate. Just communicate with us.
Say no or just communicate.
What's going on? That's fair. That's fair. So, Reggie, as we get ready to wrap this up, just for the people out there who are listening, what is your relation to Trina's business?
I'm the A&R of the record label of Rockstar Music Group.
Okay. Reggie, the A&R Rockstar Music Group, Funky Dineva exclusive. Is there anything else that you want the people to know in closing?
I just think that everybody should get the facts together before they start speculating. You have a lot of people that are attacking my page, and they're leaving comments saying all kinds of stuff that when I read it, it just doesn't even make sense. It's just like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. So, in all aspect to that, it's just like, you can't go by everything that you see. You got to go by what you know.
I had to run and get my charger. My computer was about to cut off. Okay, Reggie, well, thank you for taking some time out to speak with me. And if there's anything else out there you want to add at a later date, you got my number. Tater Head got the number. And you be sure to hit me up. I appreciate you, Reggie.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
So as you can see, I provided a platform for Reggie to just express himself and give us the tea from his perspective. Now, after I get some more research and I corral some of the questions from you, hopefully we'll get a part 2 interview where we can really get thorough and ask the questions that the people want to know. But here is what I've got to say about the situation. Do I think there is some low-key undercover shade? Or let me put it this way. Do I think Nicki Minaj fucked with Trina the long way? Well, based on what Reggie is telling us, without knowing Nicki's side of the story, it would seem that way. I'm not making a determination one way or another. I will say, if Nicki did intentionally release Megatron on the same day that Trina released Babs, that would be kind of messed up, especially considering the fact that Trina, by no stretch of the imagination, is any sort of musical threat to the Nicki Minaj machine. Put in simple terms, Nicki Minaj would be an A-list rapper and Trina would be, maybe on the C-list. And that is not shade. This is just what it is. If that is the truth, yeah, Nicki, you could have sat back and released your song a week or two later and let that girl have her moment. Y'all be the judge. As it relates to the Megan Thee Stallion and the whole Cardi B situation, this one is very touchy-feely and you can't look at it from rose-tinted glasses. I think the landscape was different. Number one, I think Nicki Minaj realized she made a mistake with Cardi B, and it was something that I said on a whole lot of videos in the past. Instead of her and Cardi B beefing, I always felt that Nicki Minaj should have befriended Cardi B. Okay? The best way to neutralize a threat is to befriend that bitch. Nicki, in my mind, has said in her mind, she is not about to let another rap superstar be created and not be in alignment with that person. Quiet as it's kept, everybody's sitting right here saying Nicki is promoting Megan Thee Stallion, but if you really look at it, it's Nicki that's riding Megan's train in this situation. Now, does Nicki need Megan? Absolutely not. She's Nicki Minaj. Her place in history is signed, sealed, delivered. It's yours. However, hot girl summer is the term of the summer. Megan is what everybody is popping and talking about. And what better way to gain some relevancy, especially considering the fact that Megatron really didn't do much or nothing, just did a little yang, yang, yang around the house, than to hop on a song with Megan Thee Stallion. Listen, y'all, I'm staying out of this one. The Beehive already got me when it came down to Blue Ivy. I don't want them barred people. I don't want Trina Rockstar people. I don't need y'all flooding out my page with the fuckery. I'm here to let you know I don't make the news. I just report it. So y'all drop that in the comments. Let's talk about it. Give me your questions, and I'll see if we can schedule a part 2 interview with Reggie and over at Rockstar Music Group. And maybe see if we can even get Trina or Nicki on the line. This has been your Yes God Action News for Monday, August 12th, and I will talk to you later. Signing off. Bang!